So I'd like to be brief about this topic. So everybody knows that we are facing interesting challenges for assessing the connectivity and the scale of the internet. So the idea to have this hackathon was initiated by the actions of our government. So we wanted to provide our competent responses to that and, of course, to enjoy it. Hackathon is an event some of you do not know it. They gather together and they try to make up something new, to coin some new ideas. And one brain is good, but two brains are better. That is the main principle. And if we have also the hands of designers and presenters, specialists and programmers, we achieve great results. And the hackathons are limited in time, so it's a short period of time. And speaking about our community, apart from enjoying that, we get together, we get acquainted, and we understand together how Russian internet is structured. We've conducted 3 hackathons already. The first one was at the end of last year's summer. This year we've had 1 hackathon, and the third one was conducted in the framework of this ENOG meeting. So speaking about the hackathon, you have the desire to make something, and we organized our hackathons not by professional teams but by volunteers. We found an interesting venue, an interesting place where there is a Wi-Fi, where we can be seated, and we spent 2 days in Moscow. We had the first 2 hackathons. They were conducted in the building which belongs to the Russian investment agencies. So we have the public co-working, as we call it, the boiling point, state-run co-working. We bought water, tea, and some cookies. And it was a very budget event. The first one amounted to 50 euros and the second one to 30 euros. And we had also the budget for cookies for the second one. As for the first hackathon, we had 30 registrations. Fewer people came there, but we made 2 good projects. The first one for programmers, the study that we conducted. Oleg Demidov, whom you know, he performed the analysis of how Russian internet infrastructure would look like if we adopted German approach. And another feature was Mr. Naumov coming to our first hackathon. He provided some consultations. He compared Russian registration data from open license registry, from the Russian registry of different companies, and he achieved some results. And the third project was quite interesting. It was Russian open data and RIPE NCC. So we analyzed the results obtained from routing data, route collectors, and the data that RIPE Atlas provided from the volume of research conducted before that. It was quite funny, because if we have a look at Russian systems, autonomous systems and foreign autonomous systems, then we see that the information does not coincide there. 95% of the information is different. The analysis showed that the internet exchange do influence this process, and Russian autonomous systems do not always comply with the foreign ones. The second hackathon more registrations, 40 of them, and 2 projects survived. Community membership. Mr. Bogdanov is sponsoring some events. For example, today's gala dinner. We had some projects. One of them, IPv4 space and reserve in Russia. About 3/4 of 8 reserves are found in Russia. And we tried to study how IPv4 space is distributed inside Russia, because other parties are trying to show the statistics of comparison between Russia and foreign countries. So we did our best to provide our internal statistics. So it is announced, the space is announced in accordance with that information, and we are found in this point. You see here all Russia addresses. It is somewhere in Siberia. A geolocation is demonstrated there. Another project was related to Atlas probes geolocations. And we have Mr. Yevdokimov. He will be talking at the second part of my presentation about this project. And during this weekend, we conducted the 3rd hackathon. But it was a deferred success regime for this hackathon. And we did not use some polite forms adopted in St. Petersburg. Almost nobody came to hackathon because, and that is why we have deferred success. Next time, when I plan to conduct the event in St. Petersburg, I will study these polite forms, please, welcome, and so forth, before I organize the event. So I sincerely hope that in the future we will organize more and more hackathons in order for us to understand more about our internet. So we are welcoming suggestions as for the venues of new hackathons. We need more participants, we need more sponsors. So if you are ready to act as a sponsor, you are welcome.